If there's someone close to you that suffers from panic attacks, I've got 5 tips to give you. The first tip is understand them. The person that has a panic attack needs understanding because they've not chosen to have a panic attack. So many people talk to them as if they've chosen to have a panic attack. Why would you choose to feel like you're going to die, for goodness sake? Well, so that's tip number 1. Understand them. They're not making a choice. Their brain has handed over control to the emergency part of the brain. It's pushed the panic button, the alarm button, and they're just doing everything just to help them survive. So it's not normal behavior. They have not gone mad. So please, please, please understand them. Tip number 2, you've got to be patient with them because this isn't something they can snap out of. For many, it's hours before they recover to where they were before. Now, so many aren't patient. They assume, okay, you've snapped into it very quickly, you can just snap out of it. And that isn't the case. So patience is absolutely critical. The third tip is don't expect them to be logical. So don't say things like pull yourself together, because the very process of handing over control in the brain to the reptilian part of the brain means that they don't hear words, they don't feel logic or see it, they can't even connect with real events that's happening. It's an incredibly difficult situation for them. So saying things like pull yourself together really is irritating to them. It shows that you don't understand. So that was tip number 3. The fourth tip is to help them identify what is the traumatic event that happened in their past that causes the panic attacks now. Because it will always be some traumatic event, often it's in early childhood, where something happened that caused them huge pain or enormous fear that's left that burning imprint in their mind. So whenever any new situation comes along that reminds the brain in any sense of that hugely traumatic, harmful event, it will push the panic button. Whether or not it's relevant, it will push that alarm button and hand over control to the old reptilian part of the brain, and it's over for a while. So if you can help them identify it, that would be great. Help them write down those events, those early traumas. It might be a very painful experience for them. The mind might have even blanked it out, so they might not even know. But there will be an event early on in their life, and if you can help them put it in writing, that helps enormously, because when the brain hands over control, pushes the panic button, it doesn't use any words. So if you can turn those early events into words, then you get a chance of them understanding what is going on. The fifth tip is please try and help them anticipate when this is going to happen. So if you've followed tip number 4 and you know the event or the events that causes these traumas, that causes the panic button to be pressed inappropriately, then help them anticipate it. So that's tip number 5. Help them anticipate when it's going to happen. So you get very good at looking out for them, so you know that this is a situation that might, quite inappropriately, push the alarm button and cause them to go into panic. So there's 5 tips. Understand, be patient, don't say things like pull yourself together, help them write down the events that caused these panic attacks to happen, and finally help them anticipate it so that you can minimize the number of times they go into panic, and when they do, you can help them gently emerge from it more safely. I hope that helps. All the best.